Hi, I'm Brinky. I make illustrations, comics, art, and I think that's basically it. Oh, and YouTube videos, I guess, sometimes. And today, what are we doing? Today, we are drawing the second round. For the drawing competition, I'm joining on Instagram. You are watching me draw Daniel, the OC of the comic I am currently writing, and haven't drawn any panels yet. Just writing, just figuring out the plot and all that. So, what was the prompt for this illustration in particular? You had to draw your OC with an outfit inspired by a bird. Your OC or you choose the bird, and the outfit needed to be anything from formal to extravaganza, and your OC is supposedly going to a party on a garden, then that the hosts of the competition are hosting the party. I really love the story aspect of this competition. It's amazing. I love it. If you go to my Instagram and you read the captions for these posts, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, and you can even become familiar with the competition. If you want to join it yourself, yes, please do. It's so nice to see the new participants every year. I absolutely love it, and it's such a nice community. Everyone is so nice. I love it so much. So yeah, join it definitely. And seeing the other ideas and the other original characters, it's just amazing. So yeah, check out my Instagram, the link is on my description, and join the competition if you have time, of course. Even out of competition, just draw for the prompt, because the challenges are amazing, and they do challenge you, because most of the times you'll be drawing or conceptualizing things you've never thought about before, and I think that's amazing. So, Daniel, his outfit is inspired by a bird that in Portugal we call periquito. I have no idea what the bird's scientific name is. I just know that the bird is originally from Australia, because I searched that for this competition. I'll put a picture of the bird in here. Editing, Brinky, please don't forget that. Put the bird in there. And I think I've only seen the bird with two color schemes. It's either yellow and green or blue and white. I think a grayish white. And you probably noticed that I often do not use green in my illustrations. So I really wanted to experiment with the green and yellow version of this outfit, because that's really a challenge, because it's green is just not one of the colors I gravitate towards. I really would rather use warm colors, like a pink, red, reddish orange. That's really the colors I gravitate most towards, warm tones. I love warm tones, and I usually just not use colors like cold yellows and yellowish greens. If you're not an artist, I'm so sorry, this is so confusing. But that's basically it. And I really like how I played with the color on this piece, and I think it turned out quite good for the experience I have for this kind of color palette. I also really like doing the line art because I use the technique I often don't use in line art, which is cross hatching. If you notice my line art, it's usually pretty clean. It's not very like sketchy like, I guess. I don't really gravitate towards that, I think, but I really enjoyed and liked how it turned out. I don't think I'll do it like this anytime soon again, but I really liked how it turned out. And also a background. I was not planning on drawing a background for this piece, as you've seen from the initial sketch. If I was going like to do a background all along, I would have already sketched it in the beginning. But as I saw the other competitors, like lots of people drew backgrounds, and I was like, I gotta draw one too, you know. I really want to, and like it's a great opportunity to train a more natural background, which is something I'm not really used to because overall I don't really draw many backgrounds. I paint them sometimes with gouache, but I don't really do backgrounds digitally, and I really want to start improving on that and doing more of those. So that's what I did. I did a background. Yay! As I've told you before, the theme of this prompt and this round is a garden party. So I saw quite a few other contestants use a lake in their illustrations. So I thought, I mean, we are all having a party in the same place, so I'll guess I'll put a bit of water in mine too. And I really enjoyed like having all these different ideas for the background, like, oh, here is the lake. Behind Daniel, I'll draw a bush. I don't speak English. I'm so sorry. And over Daniel, like on the more foreground, you have those green leaves that belong to a tree. I mean, probably, obviously, I don't know. I think it does. And you have all these little things. And then I also played quite a lot with the greens on the background, like the lighter greens are a bit more yellowish, and the darker greens are a bit more bluish. And I really liked how it turned out. It's not very good, that's for sure, but for someone as inexperienced with backgrounds as I am, I think it turned out very good. And I think like the foliage looks really nice, even though it doesn't have much detail. And also the sky. I really want like to just put this. It's not that I'm very experienced with compositions, but I really just want to leave this tip here, I guess. I made the clouds in a way where they would be pointing to Daniel, because Daniel is basically the focus of this piece, right? So it's important that you try to manipulate some things, like not make it 100% realistic. So when someone looks at your painting, they can see what the focus is. And here the focus is Daniel, so I really wanted to put these clouds in that specific shape so they would be pointing at him. I also have a lot of fun doing the shadows on the ground and Daniel from the trees. It looks really nice. I'm not sure if it was the first time I did shadows like this. It probably was, like there is actually like parts of the environment in the character, like the character, like you can see in the character that they are surrounded by the environment they are in, and I honestly think that's super cool. and it looks really nice. And also, I almost forget the cookies. Why is he carrying cookies? Because everyone was supposed to bring something to the party, and I think that what would really fit Daniel's personality was to bring cookies, where he was like, imagine him like in his living room, like reading the prompt that was sent to him. And like he was with his boyfriend probably, and he would be like, oh, I have to bring something to the party, and his boyfriend would be like, what if we baked cookies? And Daniel would be just like, yes, let's do it. And they would spend time together doing that, and I just think that's so wholesome. I love Daniel and Francis so much. They are my babies, my original characters. I love them with all my heart. I love them. They're so cute. I can't. And basically, there's this whole thing where he baked the cookies with Francis. Daniel has no baking abilities whatsoever, so he was mostly just doing whatever Francis told him to do, and I just think that's so damn wholesome. I love my Elsie so much. I'm a simp and I'm proud of it. And that's basically it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I would really like to update more frequently, but life really doesn't allow for that, so I hope you enjoyed the few videos I can put out, and I'm really glad you are here like at the end of the video, and I really hope you enjoyed me talking about a bit of my illustration process, and I hope you enjoyed me talking about my OCs, because I'm really very passionate about them, and I love them so much. So thank you for everything. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, and you can come say hi on my Twitter, where I'm most active, if you want. If you'd leave a comment on this video, I would appreciate it so much. It means a lot to me. So I just hope you have a nice, great weekend, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.